Hey guys, I'm recording this video from my webcam. I just want to sit down and talk. And now that we're wrapping up this year, this video is going to be going up on Thursday. So there won't be an upload Friday, but there will be one next Friday to start off the new year uploads. I just want to come here and talk to anybody that watches this video. And I want everyone to know that it's been an amazing year. Ever since I came back to YouTube in 2014, it's been an amazing experience being able to create videos with friends and being able to create solo videos. And I started realizing that I could put funny things, or what I consider funny things, or trying to be funny, whatever, into videos that are serious and that also get a point out. And I know that there's been a couple people that have talked to me privately and told me some of the things that my videos have done for them, and it's an amazing thing to be able to hear from someone that your video got them thinking about a certain subject or certain thing, or your video made them realize things differently, or they tell you that they love your videos because they watch it. And I don't even know how to explain it. It's like this year has been one of the most amazing years that I've had on YouTube, and I love every moment of it. And I continue to now work to get better equipment and start being able to make better videos than what I have been. Now that I got this laptop, I'm able to get a job and start saving up for a camera and then an editor to be able to work on projects that are different than just me talking, or different series that are just improv or stuff like that. And it's amazing to feel like you're taking steps at a time to get to the projects or things that you want to get to. And I don't really know how to thank you guys, because when I say you guys, I feel like so typical of like those people that sit here and be like, I love you guys and all that, but I don't really know who I'm directly talking to. So anybody that watches my videos, or just even watching this video, or just supports me in general, or likes what I do, I just want to thank you for being a part of what I've been doing. And even the people that don't like me or dislike what I do, it still contributes to me learning about what I want to do in the future and projects I want to do in the future. And this is the one place, I feel like YouTube is the one place where I can go and be myself and just express how I feel. And if people want to watch it, great. If they don't, that's great too. And that's what means so much to me about having the subscribers that I do, is that I feel like you guys have seen every part of me. You've seen this funny side, or like this joking side. You've seen my pissed off side, mad side. You've seen my sad side. I feel like I'm not just being one side of me. I feel like I've been 100% myself. And I go back on old videos and I can see how I've changed over time too, in my views on things. And it's been amazing being able to go back and watch myself grow as a person, and at the same time having people that are growing with me. And it's just something that means so much to me, that I can show every single part of who I am on this channel, and know that there's still people that support me in what I do. That's something that just means a lot to me, because it's hard to find people like that. And for me to create videos and things like that, it's just such an amazing passion that I have, and I'd never want to give up creating or working on projects. And I'm really excited that I'm able to grow, especially in 2016, for getting better equipment to be able to work on projects that are bigger than what I've been doing. I hope to make scripted videos and stuff like that, especially when I get the camera. I have the computer to edit now, and so I want to get into more projects like that, and I hope that you guys enjoy it and we can all grow together. And for anybody that's afraid to express how they feel because people might hate them, there's a lot of people that don't like me because of things I said on video or even off video. To me, it's never been a hateful thing. It's just been how I felt about things or situations, and I've expressed my opinion about it. And that's what a lot of people don't like. A lot of people don't like people that express their opinions, because you're supposed to be quiet, you're supposed to be like everyone else, walk around things that you don't agree with. But if you feel it inside of you enough to speak up against something, I encourage you to do that, because you deserve to have a voice just like everyone else in this world does. And sure, voices, they start out small at first, but if you continue to work it, you're able to grow a voice. And then it's not even about growing a voice, it's about helping other people find their voice. Because everybody deserves to be listened to, and everyone deserves to be treated kindly. And I feel like a lot of people don't have a voice because that's the way the world is. And for YouTube, for me, that was the one place that was amazing. In 2011, I'd come on here and I made webcam videos like this. They just weren't serious. They were me all over the place, like doing just random stuff because I just liked doing it. And I feel like from 2011 to almost going to 2016, how much my video styles have changed and my views have changed and what I want to do in my future has changed. And it's really where I found who I was and what I wanted to be. And I encourage anybody, and I hope anybody goes to anywhere to try and find who they want to be or who they are. I mean, there's so many places that can open up opportunities for you to find that. There's YouTube that gave me the voice that I have today. It might be a small voice, but at least I have a voice, and at least I'm able to connect with people that support me for me and not just one side. Because I feel like a lot of actors or YouTubers, you only see one side of that person that they want you to see. So if they only want you to see their funny and joking around side, that's the only side you'll ever see. You'll never see them sad, mad, so you don't really know who they are as a person. And on here, I've always wanted to show who I was as a person with every part of me, because I didn't want to just show one part of me. I wanted to be 100% me. And that's what I appreciate a lot, is that you guys have allowed me to do that and support me for who I am and not just one side of me. And I hope that you guys in 2016 have some goals that you have set or dreams that you have set, and do whatever you can to make those dreams come true. And that no matter what, you'll gain a lot and you'll also lose a lot. But what matters the most is that sometimes there's better things in the future than there was in your past. At first, it may not seem that way. Like if you lose somebody, you may think, oh, it's over, and you'll be like really sad or depressed for a while. But when you pull back out of it and you start looking at things differently, you're like, wow, like that was just an experience that I had that I was able to learn from and grow off of. And once you start looking at things differently, because the way you look at things really does matter. Like that's something that I realized a lot, especially coming into the middle of 2015 and more now going into 2016 than ever, because my mind just thinks all over the place, and it's like you start realizing so much more. And once you stop feeling guilty about certain ways that you feel, then that's when you really free yourself and allow yourself to accept yourself. Because there'd be a lot of times where I was insecure about my voice, the way I looked, the way I dressed, things like that. And I would just want to be accepted, almost like. Well, what really matters, it's not the matter of being accepted, because really, I don't have any friends. I have one friend, and that's about it, in my family. And that used to make me really sad. And now it's like it doesn't even matter to me anymore, because I always thought that the most important thing was finding friends, finding a group you could get involved with, because you want to be like the group. And really, the best thing that can happen to you is if you're not like another group, because you're not like anybody else. It makes you an extraordinary person. And once I said, screw this, it's not bad to not have many friends or to be alone most of the time, because really what matters is that you're happy with who you are. And if you're happy with who you are and you're confident in yourself, you can fly or go as far as you ever want to, because you'll never give up on yourself. And that's what happens to a lot of people. Once you give up on yourself, you lose everything. You go into depression. Once you go into depression, it puts you down in this deep hole. And then there's a whole bunch of other people in this deep hole that you try connecting with, but it gets all screwed up down there because it's like a free-for-all down there. But once you're able to get back out from that, or never even fall into that, and you finally find that you're happy with yourself, that's where you really start to go more than ever through your life. What matters the most is that you'll never really be good enough for anyone else in the world. And maybe you will be. Maybe you'll find someone that loves you for you, or even, your family loves you for you, things like that. But in the end, what matters the most is that you're good enough for yourself. Because even if you're not good enough for yourself, or you hate yourself, then you'll never feel confident about yourself. You'll always just feel completely worthless, no matter how many people tell you, like, oh dude, you're talented, or you're beautiful, you're handsome, and they compliment you like all the time, and they tell you exactly how they feel or what they see. And maybe it's 100% true, but you don't see it because you've been beat down so much all the time that you stop believing the things about you that were good and true. And there's good and bad to everyone, but people always end up focusing on the bad because that's what bothers them the most, that they never see the good then because they're so focused on the things that are bad about them. And that's the hard thing, is trying to accept yourself. But once you accept yourself, it doesn't really matter what other people think. And sure, there's still those days where I go out and, I'm 5'4". So whenever I see a big guy, I get so scared. I'm like, holy crap, because there's these tall guys, they're buff. And sure, I'll be like, wow, I wish like I could look like that, or things like that. You're always going to have those thoughts. But what matters to me is I'm happy with who I am. And even if I'm not, I'm going to continue to grow as a person into who I want to be, because that's what matters the most, is you being happy with yourself. So if people discourage you, go home, just lock yourself in your room, slam it, say, leave me alone, and just think about who you want to be as a person. Like, it's not the matter of who you are, it's like trying to figure out who you want to be and shooting for that. Because you're not really born a certain way. Sure, you're born with interest and everything, but the stuff you're interested in doesn't make you who you are. Experiences make you who you are, and that leads up to who you become. Whether that be bad experiences or good experiences, but really it's the good and bad mixed together that makes you who you are. And then you search for what you can make the best out of both. And so for anyone that sits alone all the time in their room like me, this is literally me in a nutshell. This is where I am most of my time, or outside, because I can't stand being in a small room. Because if I'm in a room for a long time, I start feeling like the walls are closing and I'm gonna die. It's not claustrophobia. I don't know how to say that word, but that's not what it is. It's just I get so tired of sitting in one room all day. It drives me insane. I open up my blinds and I just want to jump out and fly. You have no clue. So I go on walks and stuff a lot. But for anyone that's alone most of the time, just know that's not a bad thing. You just got to pick yourself up, do what you can to make yourself the best person you can, and make sure that you plan your future out good and that you're happy with who you are. And one day, you'll find someone that loves you for you, that you can be happy with. And you got to make sure that even throughout fights, you and that person stay strong together no matter what, whether that be relationship-wise or friendship-wise. Because that's why so many things go wrong. So many people are like, well, he hurt me or she hurt me. And then they just split. And they never talk to each other again. So the relationship or the friendship never grows. It's like, and then you miss that person. Instead of working things out, you just tore it apart. Or the other person tore it apart. And you just start all over with someone else. Same thing happens, you get hurt. And that's why nobody ever finds a true friend or someone that truly loves them unconditionally. And that's why it all comes down to, are you happy with yourself? Because if you're happy with yourself, that's what matters the most. Because no matter what happens in life, you're going to be the only person that's with you until you die. And if you're never happy with yourself, you're never going to be happy with your life. Because you're going to hate everything you do. You're going to hate your job. You're going to hate what you say. You're going to hate the way you look, maybe even sound. And I used to hate my voice a lot because it was higher than most people's. So people would be like, you're gay! And I used to talk like this sometimes, just a little bit lower. I can't really do it as well as I used to. But I started changing that because I called this place one day, and they responded to me by saying, yes, ma'am. And sure, it hurt my feelings really bad because, you're a man and someone thinks you sound like a woman, so you're like, whoa, man! And it bugged me for a little bit, and I started answering the phone. I'd be talking like this, someone would call, and I'd be like, hello. And what I realize now is it doesn't matter to me because I'm happy with who I am. And I'm going to continue to grow as a person. And I'm mostly repeating myself right now because I don't know where I'm going with this. I just want you guys to know that as long as you're happy with yourself, you can get anywhere you want to in life, regardless of any disadvantages you have on you at that point. That's why if someone says something behind your back or whatever, screw them, it's not worth it. Especially when you're in school. Because when you're out of school, you're never going to see that person again. Ever. And it won't matter. Because their opinions don't matter. Because in the long run, your life's going to be going one way, and their life's going to be going the other way. So there's no point in always focusing on that person and what they're saying about you. Go to school, focus on what you want to become, leave school. Like if you literally hate it, do that. Me, I just go in, do what I need to, maybe stay for some after school activities, come home and continue to do what I love with people that support what I do. So I just want to thank you guys for another amazing year and allowing me to be who I truly am, and you guys being able to see every side of me. Because a lot of times in real life, that's hard to do. Because you're expected to be one way at school, one way at your job, one way at home, and you can never just fully always be yourself. You always have to be one way. You have to be professional, like at your job. At school, you have to be always quiet, paying attention. And there's really no uniqueness in it at all. Because society forces you all to be one certain way, and if you're not, then they fire you or you're considered an outcast or whatever. So I just want you guys to know, set goals for yourself, become who you want to be, and search for yourself no matter what you have to do that. And once you find what you love, that's going to be the only thing that matters to you except the people you love. So I wish you guys the best of luck in 2016. And yeah, I just hope you guys make your dreams come true, your goals and everything. And just once you accept yourself, guys, you'll be the happiest you can be. So this is Tim Saidi at the end of 2015 signing out, and I'll see you guys in 2016. Thanks again for your guys' support. If you guys want to ever follow me on Twitter, you can. It's Tim Saidi. I have a Snapchat that's Tim Saidi, even though I don't really get on it. And I don't know if you guys care to contact me or not. But if anything, comment in the comment section and I'll always reply. So I'll see you guys next year. Alright. Bye! Bye!